Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into JSY Talks Football. This is your playoff special. Everybody's going to give their opinions and thoughts. Make sure we're smashing a like on this video, subscribing to the channel if you're new, hitting that notification bell. How are we doing, Stu?
I'm very well, Jess. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm really good. Annie, how are we doing?
Good.
Yeah, I'm good, Jess. What about yourself?
Yeah, I'm all right. It's been a bit of a weird day. Bit of a twisted day today, to be quite honest with you, indeed. Get through some of these comments and then we'll dig into the game yesterday, everybody's match reaction after yesterday's game. We'll dig into next game, go on about Leeds this season, and we'll all give us own thoughts on Thursday's game and if we can win the playoffs. Big up to Danny. Smash a like and subscribe. Absolutely. I, how we doing, mate? Hope you well. I apologise. Stu had to send the link out. I've had one of them days today.
Right.
Big up, Terry. How we doing? Natey, thank you so much. Much appreciated as always. Blessings to you and your family. Hope you're well. Beat Norwich, and I think it will be Southampton at Wembley, and we can end our playoff voodoo with a win. Let's hope so, Terry. Here she is, main lady in the house, Alison. How we doing, mate? Hope you well. Another lady of mine. Big up, Leeds Angels. How we doing? Hope you well. Hope your family. Yeah, she's a real one, isn't she, down here?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She will be joining us after she's had a dinner. Oh. Big up, Marcus. How we doing? Big up, John. See you next Tuesday. How we doing? Don't worry. We'll get through that in a bit. Big up to Angel. Carol. How we doing, Carol? How's the arm? We all good? Let me know. Be careful if anyone's going Thursday. The risk are preparing a welcome for Norwich. Oh, dear. Here she is. How we doing, wifey? Big up, Jess, the little charm, and Danny. Big up.
Good afternoon, mate. Lisa.
Blinky fish. Lisa, even. Big up, Lisa. Good Files, how we doing? Melons. She'll be with us soon, Will Melons. She's just having a tea, Stace, I think. Don't worry. Take your time, Stace. Don't worry about it. Afternoon, guys and girls. Judging by the first legs, I'm not sure any of you want to win the playoffs. I agree. We'll get into that in a minute, Carl, but I do agree with that. I agree with that. Big up, Daniel. How we doing, mate? Just remember, Mia, better than twisted, mate, yeah? All good. Right, Stu, we'll dig into this. Your thoughts on yesterday's performance in general?
Well, look, the positive is...
Hello. One second. Here we go.
We kept a clean sheet. That's the positive. You know, we changed the formation to plug the holes in midfield, in the middle, at the heart of the pitch. We did that well. The only downside to that was because we had so many defensive-minded players on the pitch. I think it took somewhat from that game of missing that little spark of energy, that little spark of, you know, that killer ball, that killer pass. I think that we're missing. But look, I think it were two teams who didn't want to lose, Jess. It were two teams who didn't want to lose. That's what it was for me.
Danny?
Yeah, I'm saying that. I think he settled that 4-3-3 and didn't play a striker to go there and not lose, to be honest. I think he's gone there to get the draw. Hopefully, on Thursday, we get an early goal, make Norwich come at us, and we can change it round. But yeah, it's I was pleased with it. No striker. He had his way of doing it. Who said he can't change?
That is true.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point, that, Danny. Really good point.
What about you, Stace?
Sorry, I missed the start.
No, we're going on about yesterday. Yeah, you haven't missed now. We're just going on about your thoughts on yesterday's performance, Leeds Norwich.
It seemed like both teams did not want to win. It looked like both teams were set on just getting a draw. There was no. It seemed like for me there was no urgency. Yeah, we had a couple of shots. we didn't seem to finish, which seems to be a regular thing for Leeds United at the moment. But I expected a more fight, especially from Norwich, with them being home and their home record's been really good. I was expecting a bit of a rough and tumble, not, you know what I mean, a bit more fight from both teams. It wasn't there. It really wasn't there. I was quite disappointed.
My personal thoughts yesterday, look, we all had this thing of, as Leeds in general, that Daniel Farke doesn't change formation or players. And we did go without a recognised striker yesterday. I wasn't overly impressed with Leeds' performance yesterday. I thought it was more of a professional performance, in my opinion, that we've probably gone there and played for the draw. Both teams looked too scared to really go for it, Stu, in my personal opinion. And it looked like they both were laboured for a draw. Norwich didn't really cause us any problems, but did Leeds really cause that many problems, Stuart? No. It was a professional performance in the way that we went away from home and we played for a draw, in my personal opinion. Someone's talking about Rutter. Anybody got any thoughts?
Thoughts on Rutter? I think Rutter's still carrying an injury for me. Carrying that. He's still carrying that from that operation of his hernia. But they played him up top yesterday. He's not a striker that's going to hold the ball up. He's going to come deep, try to turn with the ball, and think. I think it was a good plan yesterday by Farke, not to have an out-and-out recognised striker on the pitch. Play for the draw, and hopefully, like I say, get that early goal at Ellen Road, because the longer it'll go on Thursday night, the better it'll be for Norwich if there's no goals.
I'll tell you somebody who does need a special mention, Danny. Firpo. He pocketed that row for third game now this season. That row's on no change out of Firpo whatsoever. None. Firpo's been really good against that row, and he's one of their key danger men.
Yeah, Firpo's been good since January. He's been our better player since January. Firpo.
I agree with that, Donny, actually. And he's took a lot of crap at Leeds as Firpo, but I will say he's probably our more consistent player.
Yeah.
No, me not being bitter or twisted or all like that. I actually think he's come good. I've really enjoyed watching Junior Firpo, and there's been a lot of negativity surrounding him. What were your thoughts on Alfred Nonto yesterday, Stu?
First half, I thought he didn't get the rub at green with referees, did he? With referee decisions. I mean, he got booked for pensions again, clapping at referee for awarding Norwich a foul and stuff like that. And I don't know. I think he's the player who looks like he's going to do something. Is he? You know, he's got that bit of spark in him. I don't think you can afford to drop him, Jess, if that makes any sense. I think he's a bit. What's the word I'm looking for? He gives you something. He gives that team something. He's got that bit of creativity.
He's got the X factor.
Yeah, a bit like what Rafinha had for us.
Yeah,
it's a bit like Rafinha.
For me, with Firpo, Wilfried Nonto is, look, we all know he's got the ability there, Stuart. We all know that. But for me, that petulance still, he has to get past that. You can't afford to be doing that, clapping referees and all this silly sort of stuff. It's childish. It's childish, isn't it? You've got to learn from that. But I think overall, Leeds yesterday, it was a professional performance. Would I like to have just gone 1-0 up? Yeah, I would have done. But when you look at the West Brom and Southampton game yesterday, and I'm sure we all watched that, we did it on the panel. Stu, starting with you, what were your thoughts on that game?
Look, I know it finished 0-0, but I said it to you, Jess. I think it was coming up to the 15th minute. I said I've seen more life in each penalty box in that opening 15 minutes than I saw in the entire 90 minutes against in that Leeds and Norwich game. I know Gunn, is it? And Gunn, he pulled off some good saves. I just thought them two also didn't want to lose the game, but they was willing to take a risk when they had a chance of going forward.
Danny, I'm assuming you watched both games yesterday. What were your thoughts on West Brom and South?
More or less what Stu said, really. There were more touches in the opposite each other's box and stuff like that than what Leeds done in the whole game. But I think, going back to the Leeds game just this last once, I think Farker wanted it, so we wasn't playing like that. I think he's playing the draw. I actually thought, out of the West Brom Southampton game, I actually thought Southampton was the better team. Not by a lot, but yeah, I actually thought Southampton was the better team, and I thought they should have won it. But some good saves from each keeper kept them both in it.
What about you, Stace?
There was a little bit more excitement in that game than compared to the Leeds game, but then I think they played more or less the same as they seemed scared to take the lead.
Mm.
I think both games were too laid back for my liking. For a playoff, first leg playoff, you'd expect a little bit more. You know, we need to get this done in this match, get in there and get the goals in. Both teams just seem scared. Is it calm before the storm, or is it going to be the same again in the next leg? And we're going to get 2 lots of penalty shootouts, which I don't want. It's like we need to see from all 4 teams. So something needs to be a little bit. There needs to be a little bit more spark in all 4 teams. Like I said, there were a lot more touches in the West Brom game. What I saw anyway, because I was asleep. But from what I saw, there was a little bit more action, but not enough. There was no lackluster. It was like they all wanted just to settle for a draw. As if it was like in the championship games, then fair enough. But for the playoffs, you want a bit more fight. You want to bring it to it. No matter which part you're in, you want to bring it to them. And no one for me did that.
No, I agree. Look, 4 games. Let's 4 teams. Did anybody predict 2-0? Nobody would have thought that. No, I didn't.
No.
In a goal either way, Stu.
Mm-hmm.
Did the fact that they know there's that much on the line that they've played for that draw? Possibly. But we'll move now, and we'll move to Thursday. What do you guys want to see on Thursday? I'll start with you, Stu, and we'll go around, that way. What do you want to see on Thursday?
I want to see a bit more belief in Leeds, Jess, if I'm honest. Instead of, always playing backwards, always playing safe. I know that's what Farker wants, and I know he's a risk-averse manager. But I want to see someone like Nonto or Somerville just take the game by scruff at neck and play with creativity and the skill that set they've both got. Because I do believe Nonto and Somerville are arguably two of the best wingers in the championship this season.
I agree with that.
That's what I want. I want to see us come out of blocks firing. That's what I want to see.
Danny?
For me, I want a goal in first 10-15 minutes. We can get that goal in first 10-15 minutes, it's totally a different game. Because then Norwich will have to come at us instead of sat back. Formation-wise, does he go with a 4-3-3 and then drop it back into a 4-2-3-1 if he has to? That's the thing that's going to be the question.
What would you do?
Would you play any? Danny? Before we go on, Joseph? I'm a bit worried for Joseph, if I'm honest. Being at Leeds, I'm a bit worried because he's clearly not getting Robert Green, is he? He's not getting any chances from manager.
To me, Stu, I don't think Farker thinks that he's ready. For me, yeah, he played in the cup game against Chelsea, but we wasn't expecting to win that. If we had done, good luck. But I think he played him in that one. Go out and enjoy yourselves. Let's see what you can do. start of next season, I think he'll be. If we don't get a striker in, I think he'll be our main striker.
I would like to see him come on though. Yesterday, he didn't even come on, did he, Stuart? That's what bugs me. We struggle with. You know, let's be real with this. People might call me out for it. I'm all for it. I think we missed Patrick Bamford yesterday. That hold-up play, for me, in my personal opinion, and I know people might shoot me down for saying this, but we missed that recognised striker yesterday, in my personal opinion. We missed the hold-up play from Patrick Bamford, because for me yesterday, it was a better performance than we gave at Southampton. 100%. We'll say that. We looked a lot better, looked more solid, pressed a lot better. But that final third, for me yesterday, we were lacking yesterday, in my personal opinion. I don't know about you, Stu, what your thoughts on it are, and Danny, but for me and Stace, we missed Bamford.
I agree. And
I agree on that one.
I agree.
Go on, Danny.
Joe, go on. You're right.
We could have still played 4-3-3 with Perot or Joseph leading line. We could have done. We didn't need to. You can still be compact with a 4-3-3, playing one of your out and out strikers.
Yeah.
I think he said yesterday not to play a striker. I even think if Bamford were fit yesterday, I don't even think he played. I think he's gone there to be more defensive than he has more going forward. I think he's done that to get the draw and not lose. Try to keep a clean sheet.
Stace?
Sorry. I was listening. Well, come to the second leg, I want to see passion, fire, and determination. We didn't have that. I want them to show us that they can do this, have fun, while also having fun, because as Leeds fans, we will go back to the playoff curse. We can never seem to get sorry, Fraser. We can't seem to get past that playoff curse. So I want them to go out and show that they are determined to break that curse, get to Wembley, and then win at Wembley. But I've got a funny feeling I've said that we'll get to Wembley and then we'll flop, because it always seems to be the case for Leeds United. We'll get to the final hurdle and we fall. And I want that curse to be broken, so we could turn around and say that, yep, we didn't get automatic promotion, fair enough, but we've broke our playoff curse. I don't think we've won a playoff since 1987. So for as long as I've been alive, we haven't had a playoff victory. So in my lifetime, I'd like to see that. At least what I can remember anywhere. I remember the relegation we had from the Premier League the first time round, and all the trouble and all the heartache after that, and then the massive, massive party that happened when we got promoted again. COVID-19, didn't care. I was at Ellen Road. I got covered in beer. I was surrounded by other fans that are absolutely over the moon, and I want to have that. I want to have that fun again, because when we got promoted last time, we couldn't. We weren't supposed to celebrate, but we did. But we couldn't enjoy it as a massive fan base because no one was allowed in the stadiums. So I want to be able to have that go-to big old party that we've got back to the Premier League again, and have a massive celebration. While I'm still young, yeah-ish, you know what I mean.
I agree with that, mate. We all want to see Leeds back where we belong in the Premiership. I don't think any Leeds fan that says it. But I think what worries me, Stu, with Thursday is Ellen Road for me has been a bit quiet. Danny said it's been like it all season. Obviously, Danny's a season ticket holder. He'll know more than most. But we have to get behind that team. It has to be a fortress. Now, for me, Stu, have we got that? Have we got enough left to beat Norwich on Thursday? Have we? Because there'll be more pressure on us being at home. You know that.
Well, the longer the game goes without a goal being scored, the more nervous it'll get. Then, if heaven forbid, Norwich score, it'll turn that nervousness will turn into toxic. It'll turn toxic, and that's the last thing Leeds United can. I don't think the players can handle Ellen Road being toxic. I think that's what's been our Achilles heel all throughout when we failed in playoffs. I just think it's there's something about Ellen Road. There's something about that stadium. It can either be the best stadium and most wonderful place in the world to be, or it can be the most feared and dreaded place to be at the same time. And I just think it's the players. The players have got to give the fans something to shout about, Jess.
Yeah.
You know, Farke can ask us fans all he likes, but we also require the team puts in a performance for the fans to give the fans something to shout about. If we play negative, play within ourselves, and the game goes into 70th minute, 80th minute without scoring a goal, I think it just turns in, and so I think it does. It turns a bit nervy, and then we all know what happens when Ellen Road turns nervy.
I agree. No, I agree with you, Danny.
Yeah, I agree with Stu. I think how we set up yesterday and everything else, like I say, we need to, if we can score, if Norwich score first on Thursday, they're going to sit back and defend and try to catch on the break. That's why I said we need to score early, get them to come out, get them to change how they're playing, hopefully find more space for our players and get them in. But yeah, the atmosphere hasn't been good at Ellen Road all season. Like Stu says, it's all right, Farke saying get behind us, but we need players to show it on the pitch. And with what I saw yesterday, defensive side, we looked more or less back to how we were. But I'm still a bit nervy, but we go again.
I agree. My personal thoughts on Thursday, then I'll go to Stacey. I just want to see, and I won't swear or anything like that side before self, live and die for that shirt. If we lose on Thursday, you shouldn't be putting super chats in neither. Behave. I've seen that. If up me, I'll say it as it is right now. I'll get on my pedestal, Churchill speech, but I'll keep it clean. Get on that pitch and earn your money. Side before self and give a performance. If we lose, but we've lost and we've give everything, I've got no problem, Stuart, with that. Not at all. But we've got one shot at this now. You know, it means everything. It means a lot to me. I'll be absolutely heartbroken if we go out on Thursday. I can't speak for everybody else on panel. I will be gutted. But if we go out and we've lost to the better team, but we've turned up and showed, give everything, Stuart. No problems at all. Absolutely nothing. I won't slag my team off. But I want to see that little bit more fight, Stu. Didn't see a lot of that yesterday, if I'm honest. Yeah, I agree with Danny. I think defensively we were solid yesterday. We looked really good. I'll be honest, Meslier made me nervous yesterday. Some of the tip out, with balls, Stu. Sometimes, for me, just clear it long. Don't ask, because you looked yesterday when he were passing, Stu, how many times he passed and it went out of play. And then it's a turnover, Norwich throwing sort of thing. And I know Danny says this, and we spoke about this on the panel yesterday, that it's probably Daniel Farke telling him to play like that. But for me, he makes it nervy sometimes, Stu. Like yesterday, I don't know if you watch the same game as me, so Danny, it looked a bit nervy from me, Meslier. It worries me a little bit. Does he wilt because he's worried about, the pressure, Stu? Because it's a massive pressure, Premiership, playoffs. It is pressure for me, Stu.
Look, I think Meslier, Meslier seems to make faults when he's got time on the ball. I think he makes more faults when he's got time on the ball, and I think you actually see Meslier better when he goes long with his kicks. He's more accurate kicking it straight than he is to either wing. And I know that's how Farke wants him to play, but that's all well and good playing Farke wanting a keeper to do that, but with Meslier he can't do that. He can't do it. So just play to Meslier's strengths, tell him to go long, and he will find someone. If he has to kick straight, he's pretty good at kicking straight, and he will find a target up top. Go long sometimes. It don't always have to be intricate playing front back.
Bamford didn't play in those, Stu, because when he goes long and Bamford's played, he's got that, target man, as we say. But he seems to play more out of the back when Paddy ain't actually playing.
I
Do you
think
know what I
Rutter
mean?
can hold the ball up. I think Rutter can hold the ball up. I think he's the best player we've got, the most physical player we've got. If Bamford and Perot, well, I don't even know if Perot is physical, but he can hold the ball up. Rutter, but can he hold the ball up at this moment in time? He's been, what I believe, he's carrying an injury. I'm not sure.
Stairs.
Sorry, I was on that a little bit. It's been a long day. Repeat the
No.
question. Sorry, Jess.
No, just on about Meslier and performance on Thursday in general. What you want to see?
He scared me. It's just exactly what you just said there. Spot on. He scared me. His distribution is. Oh, there's so many times that his pass was appalling, and he's like, "What are you doing? How many times is he going to make the mistakes?" I'm not also the Mez out thing. Keepers are going to make mistakes in their careers, but I hope he doesn't do the same again. He scared me. My heart was in my mouth all the time. It's like, please don't do this, Mez. You need to stop. And the thing is, it mess up, and then you have a good couple of good balls, and then you go back again and do it again. It's like, what are you? Ooh, just especially when you're already nervous about the game, and you know there's a lot riding on these two legs, and you're making mistakes like that. Like, you just think long balls, not short. I think he does better with long balls than he does short ones. So I think he should be doing long balls instead of short.
Danny?
I think he's been asked to play as more of a sweeper keeper, which I don't think suits him. Yeah, it's all right doing as Daniel Parker tells you. When I played in goal, when I used to play football, Sunday league, Saturday league, they'd say, "Oh, play it out from the back." You listen to what your manager tells you, but there's times where you've got to go against your manager, and just whack it upfield. You know what I mean? It's thing. So, but yeah, I think he's been asked to play out, and the ball going back to him a lot is kicking me off. You know what I mean? It was like Byron took the ball back, moving up the wing, stops, turns back, passes it back to Rodon. Rodon goes back to Meslier. You know what I mean? Instead of turning and looking up, and yeah, even if you play a crossfield ball and it goes out, you're trying something different. You know what I mean? Instead of things. So yeah, I think he's been asked to play as a sweeper keeper. It doesn't suit him. He should be just running out and whacking that upfield as I would be.
I'm just going to ask a question that Mia's asked, and we'll drift back on to what we're talking about. Do you think if you guys got promoted, you can stay in the Premiership? And I'll start with Danny.
I'm not like a lot of other Leeds fans that think if we get up there, we're going to finish 9th, 10th. If we can get in the Premiership this season and get in there, I'd be happy with a 16th, 17th place finish, and then go again the season after. Then go move up a few places to go again the season after that. Move up a few. It's going to take a few years. Hopefully, with the 49ers in charge, and we can if we get there and get the players in, everything else thing. But yeah, I'd be happy with a 16, 17 place finish next season if we got into Prem.
Stu?
Yeah, same. I think you know, if we get promoted, we're going to lose more games than we win. There's no doubt about it. You've got to be sensible. You've got to be realistic. You've got to be sensible, and you've got you know, it's defeat. Look at the three teams who went up last season. The three teams who are coming back down again. Luton tried it without spending any money. It didn't work. Sheffield United tried to do it. They brought in Hamer and Archer. They thought that were going to be their saviour, saviour signings. Didn't work. I think, and Burnley did it on a shoestring, like they always do. Didn't work. I think what you've got to do is you've got to be smart when it comes to your signings. You need a mix. I think the first season in Premier League, when you go back, it's all about trying to, lay them foundations about and bringing bringing a mix of experienced players and youth, and then as the seasons, the more time you spend in Premier League, the more financially stable you become, which then you can go out and buy better players. But it takes time. We can't. The problem with fans nowadays, and I don't just mean Leeds fans, I mean fans across the world, we're too impatient. We want success now.
Yeah.
And it can't be done like that. It just can't. You do like you're setting up for failure straight away. So I think I trust the 49ers to do the right thing. I trust the 49ers have got a game plan. And I trust Fark. I do. I trust Daniel Farker. Yeah, I know. I've got nothing to base that off, because every time he's come to the Premier League, he's been got relegated. But I do think that with the backing of the 49ers, the help he'll get along the way, I think we should be okay to stay in Premier League. But I'm not expecting miracles in his first season. Well, first 5 seasons, to be truthful. I think it takes 3 years to make yourself an established Premier League club, and then you start looking after that to start climbing table a bit more.
Look, if we do get promoted this season, which is a big if at the minute, Danny's right. We're not going to go win every game. We're not going to finish in top 6 like we've been called out, me and Danny, quite a lot. No. I'd be happy just to stay up, Stu, that season. And we progress from there, in my personal opinion. If we just stay up that first season and we can see a progression, Stuart, I'd be happy with that, in my personal opinion, because I think to come in, and we've had this in this chat, and Danny will back me up on this, Leeds get promoted, they'll finish in Champions League places, they'll finish in Europa. No, we won't. Let's be real and let's be honest with it. We won't. Because even though that squad we've got now is a good squad in the Championship, that needs a lot of reinforcement, Stuart. It does, to compete in the Premiership. So for me, if we just stay up that first season, that's progression, because we've stayed up and we move from the seasons before. But we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, because at the minute we're still in the Championship and we're still a Championship team. There's 3 other teams that, if you look on paper, Norwich out of the 4, for me, they're probably the weakest team, Stu. I thought West Brom and Southampton very competed against each other yesterday. Did I see anything that I thought, I'm worried? No, because I think on their day, Leeds can beat anybody. But it's on the day, Stu. You don't know what side Leeds is going to turn up sometimes with Leeds. You get a team that turns up at QPR, and then you get teams that turn up and beat Leicester and Ipswich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just real with myself and real with my team in the fact that I just want to stay up. I don't care about Champions League and Europa League for this season. I just want to stay up. That's all I want to see my team do, is stay in league. Not be like Sheffield United and Burnley. I can't speak for Luton. That yo-yo between Championship, Premiership, Championship, Premiership. I just want to stay in the Premiership. That's it, in my personal opinion. How about you, Stace?
Yeah, I agree. But the thing is, right, first season we went back to Premier League, we finished what? 10th, was it? 10th or 9th?
9th.
First season back, I'd be happy with that. I don't expect you to go in Premier League first season and smash it. Nah, it's unrealistic. It's going to take us a good couple of years. Oh, no, sorry, rephrase that. A good couple of seasons in the Prem to get to the point where I think we can challenge for Europe. It's been realistic.
It's going to take longer than
Yeah, but you know what I mean, though? We can't expect us to go into the Premiership in this first season and be like, oh, we should be smashing for Europe. Nah, we do not have that team. Like Jesse said, we've got the team for the Championship. When we get to Premier League, we're going to lose players either way. So we'll have to get a decent team to be able to say, right, now we've got the team, now go for Europe. Not before. You need to sort the team out, then add that pressure. Because adding that pressure on for the first season back is no good for the team. It'll mentally and physically drain them.
Let me just read this. Drift off a little. Hey, you heard what I'm saying. If you're a fan, you want your team to lose, you need counsel. I guess we need counsel. Listen, I totally understand, Daniel, where you and Mia are coming from. You would rather your team lose tomorrow because you don't want Arsenal to win the league. I get it because I get your passion and your hatred towards Arsenal. Anybody that calls you out for that are wrong. You are true fans because that's a die-hard fan. And you can ask Danny this on screen. If it were the same predicament and it were for Manchester United to win league, would you want Leeds to lose, Danny, if Man U were going to win league?
Yeah, I'd want them to lose, yeah.
There you go. Stu? If it meant Man U winning league, but if Leeds lost and they didn't, would you want them to lose?
No,
League?
out. No, out.
I've like I said to you earlier on, we had this conversation, didn't we? And I said to you that we've never been put in this position, being with Leeds and Man United. But I think if push come to shove, and if it meant, you know, losing to Arsenal, losing to Man City, then it means Man City winning the league. Yeah, definitely, 100%.
There you go.
Over Man United, 100%.
We need counselling. Stays. If it got to the point where it meant if Leeds lost and you didn't win the league, would you want Leeds to lose so Manchester United didn't win the league? You'd want Leeds to win so Man U won league. Yeah.
I don't think I could sit there and let my team to lose.
Yeah, but if it's United winning the league, Stacey,
it's hard.
It is hard.
Rival.
It's rivalry. It's the rivalry. I get it. I do.
And I've seen it, and it's like you can't call certain Tottenham fans out because
no, you can't. No,
and
I agree.
You know, like, we all have an opinion on it. Like, I've never made the bones that Man United and Everton are not my favourite teams. I've all said it. I've had this conversation. Their passion and their hatred towards Arsenal. I know this is hard for you, Stace, with Arsenal, but I understand it. You can't call them out for it.
No. I don't want to sit here and say Spurs fans are wrong because they don't ask to win. I understand it, and I'll never ever call them out on it. They don't want Arsenal to win the league, and I get that. I really do get it, and I will not hold it against them. But then I want Spurs to win. But because I want Arsenal to win the league, I also want Spurs to win because I want them to win.
That's it. Like for me, if you were asking me with a different team with Leeds and Manchester United, in the fact that if Leeds lost, Man U didn't win league, 100%. I'm in line because I'm a die-hard fan, so I do understand it, and I totally understand your guys. No, you don't want Tottenham to lose, but you don't want Arsenal to win the league.
I don't want the Gunners to win the league. I get it. I really get it, and I've got no hatred towards them.
Guys, I will say that for you, Dan, Mia, and a couple of others that I've seen comment on it. I'll never call you out for it because I totally understand where you're coming from. You would rather the move because they don't want to win.
It's like me this season when I said I wanted to do that at FA Cup against Plymouth.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
And Danny got called out for it. But he were right in hindsight. You know, hindsight's a wonderful thing. I totally get where you're coming from as Tottenham fans. So you won't get called out from here. None of my guests or the panel or anybody in chat will call you out for it because Stacey will remove them. That's your opinion, your club, and you're allowed to have that opinion. You shouldn't be called out for your opinion. But, all right then, Stu, I'm going to ask you Thursday. Score prediction for your Norwich game.
Oh, Jess.
On the spot. You on the spot.
Woo! You're on the spot, kiddo. Come on down.
Yes. Instead of asking him the score, why don't you get a thing up and let's build his own team and see who gets closest to it?
Oh, don't look to me.
Team builders. 1 minute.
Yeah,
I can do
builder, yeah.
You go with score predictions and I'll whack that up and we'll pick team.
1-0 Leeds.
So you're saying we get to the final, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough thing it's a tough thing because you want them to win because you got the passion for the club, but then you also think, well, the previous performances has left that doubt. So you're like, you say, yeah, we're going to win, but then you're like,
No. You know what? I'm going to go with it. 5-0 Leeds on Thursday.
You what, Danny?
I'm going 5-0 Leeds on Thursday. How's that for you?
Do you mean that, though?
Yeah, 5-0 Leeds.
5-0 Leeds? Wow.
John will be happy with that.
That sun's got to your head, Danny. It's
Eh,
got to your head, mate.
I'm just going to say, I'm going to agree with Stu. It's going to be like, I reckon it's going to be 1-0.
To Leeds.
But then it's like, I think Stu's thinking the same. We want the win, but the past performance has shown us we might not get the win. It's like, you're on like a set of scales. You know what I mean? You're like,
You don't know which way it's going to go.
I mean, I could do something else with them with melons, but these melons, I'm going to go extra time and penalties on Thursday. How about that?
But who's going to win the penalties, though, Jess? That's sitting on fence.
So I guess
Leeds win on penalties. I reckon it goes extra time penalties. I reckon it goes.
don't think my heart could take it if that happened.
I think we're in for a rough ride on Thursday, Stuart.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get Rob's opinion, which he says, I always want Spurs to win. If it means Arsenal win, then so be it. They'll have the best team of the 38 games. I agree with that as well. You're allowed your opinion, Rob. You're allowed your opinion. And everybody is, but nobody should be called out for their opinion either. And I will never call anybody out for their opinion in my channel. I'll never dig your comment out and say you're wrong for it, because I'm not a Tottenham fan. I'm Leeds. And, you know, I've got my soft spot for Liverpool, you know that. But I understand it because we have that rivalry with Manchester United. So I do understand it, where you're coming from. I really do understand both sides of the coin, but you don't deserve to be called out for your opinions, neither. So
Tell me about that. You ringing me?
Ooh, I've got a job for that. No, you're fine. Like this is about Leeds, but I have seen it a couple of times today, and I just wanted to address that issue of the fact that I do understand.
Ties in as well. Just kind of tie in.
It ties in with our rivalry with Manchester United. Like, I do understand where you guys are coming from. You know I'm a real one, Daniel, and I'll always, you know, address it.
This is how it is. If I know what Jesse's answer is going to be to this. So if Everton were going to win the league, and Man City, well, say Everton and Man City were a point between them, and it was down to the last game of the season, and Liverpool were playing Everton,
Yeah.
you'd want Man City to win.
Yeah.
You want, even if it meant Liverpool losing to Everton.
Yeah.
Man City won. Yeah.
City league, yeah, 100%. Addy would tell you the same. Addy would tell you the same. 100%. That I have two teams that I don't like, and that's Everton and Manchester United. That's just my personal opinion. Because Everton have rode the luck so much that regarding with Leeds. Nothing against their fans, because I do feel sorry for the fans.
Yeah.
But if you were asking me that question, Danny, 100%, yeah, that's my opinion on it.
Yeah. Do you know it's going to be so strange watching that Tottenham game? Hearing Tottenham fans singing Blue Moon. Yeah,
I'm going for City tomorrow. Blue Moon. There you go. Call Jess out. I don't give a flying.
I'm going Spurs. Hey.
Bouncing up and down. It's going to be mad, isn't it? It's going to be. Yeah, we might be able to see Melons bounce tomorrow.
Melon's going to be bouncing. If fancy coming off that watch along, Stu, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, send us like copy on.
I'm supporting Spurs.
I'm going Man City.
I'm gonna I'll pull it down the middle. I'll be neutralising.
Don't worry about that.
Thing is now, though, people are going to call me out now because I want Spurs to win. Then I'm going to call me out for. Not going to call me out because I want Arsenal to win.
You know how daft's that going to be? You're going to want Spurs to win, and Spurs fans are going to call you out.
They call me out for it. But then they're going to call me out. You only want Spurs to win because you want Arsenal to win. Yeah.
Right, anyway. We'll do line up what we think will start between us on panel. Then we'll move on for playoffs and just we'll do a little bit before we go. I will get through comments in a minute, but I'm going to share the screen. We'll go for lineup. Right, guys. Who starts in goal for Leeds? Who would you?
It's going to be Messi.
Yeah, it's going to be Messi, it.
Yeah.
So, I can't spell today. No players found for Leeds United. We'll have to put Leeds in. There we go. So we're going to do.
Oh,
have we gone? You know what? I ain't got my glasses on. Tell me when to stop.
Keep going. There we go. Mez.
Yeah, no. And what formation do we think we're going to play tomorrow, guys?
I'm going to think he's going to go 3-3 again.
I actually think he's going to go. I actually think he's going to go 4-2-3-1.
So what do you think,
We
Stu?
need to win.
Formation.
It could be either. Do you know why? Because the 4-3-3's worked at one end of the pitch, but not at the other. The 4-2-3-1, we've conceded goals before.
I think he could switch between both of them. He could switch between both of them. On the ball with a certain thing, off the ball with a different.
So what we're saying, 4-3-3?
4-3-3?
Go 4-3-3, yeah.
You go 3-3.
That suits you guys?
Yeah.
Well, I did 4-3-3 anyway, so.
So we'll go right back first. Who starts at right back for Leeds?
Who do I want? Who do I want? Or who do I think he's going to play? I want Roberts to start.
I reckon he's going to play Robert. I don't think he's going to play Roberts, but.
I'll
But
go
this is
Grey
a week.
Water.
He's going to go Gray, isn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely going to go Gray.
No. I think he'll go Byram.
I reckon he's going to go for the same, more or less, lineup as he did for the first leg.
So who
Yeah,
we putting
Byram
up
was
right?
right.
Byram.
Byram. Centre backs really speak for themselves, don't they, for Leeds?
Yeah.
A bit Ampadu. And it'll be Rodon.
Yeah, and then for
Speaks for itself as well, doesn't it, really?
mhm.
Yeah, you can't drop
I am
those.
literally I'm going for the same lineup that he did for the first leg because I have a feeling he's going to throw that out again.
Yeah,
Maybe
but we
one
need to play.
From,
We need to play a striker this time.
yeah, that's the only thing I think he'll change is up front.
But then who drops out? That's the thing.
I think he's going to, as much as it pains me to say this, I reckon he's going to drop Rutter.
I don't.
So you think he's going to drop? Don't know.
Some of
Nope.
them. Grey.
Yep.
So, 3. Who would you go for in 3 then? Somerville. Sorry, Nonto? Are we going to go?
No, that 3 is going to be Kamara, Gruev, and so it'll be Gruev on one side, Kamara on the other, and then in the middle it's going to be Rutter.
Mm.
So we'll go 2 seconds. Just bear with me, guys. We'll go Kamara. We'll go Rutter in middle. And we'll go Gruev.
Mm-hmm.
And who are you thinking for your front 3 then, guys?
What I want to see, I'd like to see Dan James on right, Somerville on left, and Nonto up top.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll put, in our personal opinion, and we're just giving this as a, what we'd like to see, I suppose. Go for Wilfred Nonto. Are you going to play him at middle, Danny, Wilfred Nonto?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll
Dan James on right.
Our favourite player of all, Perot starts.
I reckon he's going to start Pirot. I've just got that inkling.
Will he? I'm going to go Somerville out.
Yeah.
And who's the other one we'll go for this side?
Dan James.
James.
Yeah.
Right,
Look
guys.
at the pace. Look at the pace that we've got up front there. That's it.
I'm just going to write myself down here.
Nonto's not scared of shooting. He's always around the box. That's why I've come there instead of Perot.
I think if he plays that formation, and if he doesn't play Nonto, I think it'll be Perot. James one side, Perot, Somerville over Perot down middle.
I reckon he'll swap out. I've got a funny feeling he's going to drop Nonto for Pirot. Just if we go for that lineup, Nonto. So that's the only one I'm literally like, Nonto or Pirot.
That lineup, if anybody's coming out of that lineup, it's Dan James. Nonto moved to it right.
He's not match fit.
Yeah.
Can he give us 90 minutes, Danny, do you think, now? Or is it
Even if
only got what, 4 minutes? Then he only got
Even
about
if
5 minutes.
even if he can give us 60, 70 minutes, Stu, his pace is going to frighten them to death.
Yeah, but will Farker prefer to use that when Norwich plays the THIER?
Well, he might do, but you know what I mean. And then what I'd do then is if he's going to play Dan James and bring Joseph on in second half, bring Joffrey on in second half, and let them both just run at the defence. If Dan James can give us 60 minutes, frighten the hell out of them, and then we can think if we're winning, no problem. If we lose, if it depends, he's probably going to play Perot, like you say. But I'd like to see that as a lineup. That front four, that pace in that front four.
But you know my feelings about Perot, Danny.
Yeah, you know mine as well.
About, I'm not Perot's biggest fan. I'm not, but
I won't even put him on coach.
It's such a big call. It's such a big call to make. You see, again, though, Nonto, it's his petulance. It's still there, Danny. It's still a thing.
Over 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's still a thing, Danny.
For me, if he plays Perot, he can't play Rutter because they're both getting each other's way.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you know what I mean?
I'll find some comments. There we go. I Carol, I hope you're doing well. Kevin says Need Roberts is an attacking right back more than Byram and Gray.
Yeah, but yeah, I understand that. That's why I think Roberts might come on second half when Norwich are tiring. You know what I mean?
Put Caldalo in at number in the number 9. You ever been talking? I'm assuming that's I'll take it from Jessie's last. She knows exactly what that means, so I'll move on very quickly. There you go. So you're up to there with your chat, Jess.
I mean, realistically, that's us saying what we'd like to see. We know, really. Does he go with Perot, though, Stu?
Does he go 4-2-3-1?
That's what I mean.
He's proved that he's got a plan B. He's proved he's got a plan B, I tell you.
That formation can drop into a 4-2-3-1. You just stick Gruev and Kamara behind thing. It's still a 4-2-3-1, more or less.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right, Danny.
I think it'll be a 4-3-3 off the ball and a 4-2-3-1 when we've got the ball.
So, is the 4-3-3 more attacking than 4-2-3-1? Or is the 4-2-3-1 a more attack-minded system?
For me, the 4-2-3-1 is more the attack-minded. If it's playing 4-3-3, I think that's more defensive because you're packing out your midfield to stop you getting overrun in midfield.
I think that small bone goal, what Southampton scored, frightened Farker to death. Are we just ghosted by the old into and into penalty box without even being picked up? I think that's what frightened him to death. That small bone goal.
That's why I think he'll go 4-3-3 off the ball, 4-2-3-1 when we're on the break and thing because he can just move around that.
See, another player who's slightly concerning me is and it's not, and it's been I'd say last 5 games. Is Somerville. I think his touch. He's been very careless with his touches, Danny. Control, when he's on the ball, being careful with possession. He seems
For
to
me-
lose the ball a lot.
Yeah, for me, I think they're sticking 2-3 players on him at once. If you look most of Leeds United's attacks that come down the left-hand side, on a few of the last games that I've watched, say when Nonso's been playing or Dan James has been playing, they've been open on the right-hand side. They're not switching the ball across. Things, so it's all coming down the left-hand side, which is not giving Somerville a chance for me. If they played it across the park, they should be doing. I think Somerville will be more better.
I agree with that, Lisa. Krieg gets marked out of the game, too many men round him. He hasn't looked the same since international break for me, Krieg Somerville, Stu. Maybe have we relied on him too much, Stu? Has he got much left in tank? It's been a long season, Stu, a hard season as well. You know, even you said it earlier, I'm feeling it. It's been a long season. Not just Stu as a YouTuber and as a fan watching it.
What will it be when end of season's done 60 games?
You what, sorry, Donna?
What will it be when end of season's done nearly 60 games this season?
Yeah.
Counting
It's a lot,
cups.
Donna. Yeah. Yeah, when you look at it like that, yeah.
Mm.
And how many games have Somerville and Gray started out of them 60?
Majority, Stu.
Do you know who started all of them? Ampadu.
I do.
Yeah. Mad. Crazy.
I think Gray's had a couple of benches. But yeah. Somerville is probably started but come off more than he's being a sub.
I think our midfield, though, it don't create enough for me, Stu. It's all backwards and sideward passing. I like to see that long ball pinged over the top. A nice pass over, not this. Look, I know people have raved about Grower this season, and I'm not saying he's been a bad player for Leeds because he hasn't, but I find it too much side-to-side passing for me, Stu.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I like to see a ball over the top. I'm not into this backwards, sideways. I want to see it down the wings spread. Ampadu can do that. That's why we're missing him so much in midfield, because he's playing at centre-back. You know, that he does. He can provide a 50-yard ball, Stuart, over the top. He can.
Could Farker surprise us and play Cooper on Thursday night and put Ampadu in the middle?
Good call, Danny.
I don't want it to happen, but could he do that? Because he might want the ball spraying out at wings.
I think Farker's given himself a difficult job now, because we're all saying that this 4-3-3's worked because we kept a clean sheet. Now he's given himself that bit of an impossible task with Leeds fans now, because most of Leeds fans will be saying keep the same formation. We didn't concede a goal.
Yeah, but I thought it was too defensive.
I think
it was too defensive. 4-3-3 is too defensive for me.
No, I agree. It's. Well, let's say we beat Norwich on Thursday, right? We'll speak in riddles and we go through. Who would you rather face, Stu? West Brom or Southampton?
The West Brom Southampton.
Yeah, if Leeds go for on Thursday, we'll speak hypothetically. Who would you rather face in the playoff final?
Oh, I don't know. Do you know why? I think the winner is going to come from that game. I think the one who gets promoted, if in final, comes from that game. Southampton are the more what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, the more attacking they've got. You know, the more they play the better football.
Yeah.
West Brom are more physical, and Carlos Cobraham frightens me to death because he knows how to get he knows what to do with them players.
Mhm.
I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I hope I'm wrong. But
You still have,
you know, I'd go on, Danny.
you still haven't said which team though, Stu.
You've watched them a fair few times this season.
I'm going to go West Brom. I'm going to go West Brom for the pure reason is Southampton have got our number. They've beat us home and away quite comfortably in both games as well. I'm going to go West Brom. I think we'd have a better chance of going to West Brom than we would against Southampton.
So you're going to go final.
I want West Brom final. West Brom Leeds.
West Brom Leeds?
Mhm.
West Brom.
I'm going Southampton.
Oh, sorry, Danny.
I'm going Southampton Leeds final.
Who's going to win it?
I don't believe in any of them. They've got our number and stuff like that. We've had Norwich's number this season and still struggled to score against them. So I think on the big day, I think it actually gets won on penalties at Wembley. I think we'll get to the final, and I think Southampton win it.
There you go. That's Danny, as a Leeds fan, saying his own team won't win. Being honest. Being honest.
I said the same about West Brom beating us as well. Us losing in final. No.
A West Brom Leeds final speaks volumes because West Brom having a good season as well. And we've already played Southampton quite, and we've beat West Brom.
Yeah, we beat West. We've drawn with West Brom.
We lost away, didn't we?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So that's one each, I think. You know what I mean with that one. So I think Southampton will get to the final. Although I want in the final, it'll be West Brom because I think we've got more chance of beating West Brom than we have.
Yeah, I think so.
See, for me, I want Leeds West Brom final because I think I'm going to enjoy that a lot because obviously Leeds through and through. But I've also got personal ties with West Brom, so it's like for me that's just like a yes match. You know what I mean? You'll see me turning too.
You might have to get an half and half T-shirt.
I'm thinking half and half.
I haven't got one of them. I have Tottenham football one. Mia, I actually have got a Tottenham flag in my bedroom. Stacey will back me up. I've got a Tottenham scarf in my bedroom. There you go.
Got a scarf in the bedroom.
There you go.
I can verify that. For me, like I said, Leeds through and through. You know, it cut me up, and I believe red, white, and blue. Not red, white, and blue. Yellow, white, and blue. See what I mean? I'm thinking Liverpool here, not man, Liverpool. But with the personal connection with West Brom as well, it's like it's going to be a good match for me, and I'm sure my granddad will be happy with that as well.
And who's winning that? In your personal opinion,
I'm going to tip us. Always. Yeah, I'm trying. You two, you'll three will know what I've been like all season.
In my bedroom when
me being less, always being a bit there. Leeds United being less of the positive side, more neutral for me. But this time I'm going to be positive a little bit and say we win. Obviously, if we don't win, I'll be disappointed. But then I'll just write, we'll go again. We've been there, done that. We've been there, done that one. The T-shirt numerous times.
I'm gonna go. Leeds win on penalty Thursday evening.
God, I hope not penalties. I hate them.
I don't think. Jeff might be right, but I don't think Thursday goes to penalties.
That's your
opinion. I don't think he penalties.
I don't think I'd ever want it to go to penalties if I'm honest, because it's too going on penalties. It's just too nerve-wracking.
I just going from Sunday's game in the fact that Leeds are not, but because Leeds has only scored one goal in the last 3 games at home, and the pressure seems to have got to Leeds a little bit at home in general, how they've played. I'm just going to say it goes all the way. In my personal opinion, you know, we agree to disagree on this panel, but we don't get nasty about it. I'm going to say Southampton win on the Friday in extra time. Because I think West Brom will set up to play very defensively and maybe catch them on the break, in my personal opinion. I'm going to go Southampton final. And I'm going to go with Danny. Southampton win the final. That's my opinion on it. I really do. But I'm just going to touch on one last thing before we wrap this show up. We'll start with Stu and work his way around. What's your personal thoughts, Stu, on Leeds this season in general, starting from August, where we've come from, to where we are now?
Well, we started a bit shaky in August. Got better after the transfer window closed when we knew what was actual starting lineup were going to be. Started to pick up. Started to drop off again. The Christmas period, we started to get some negative results. Picked up again in January, so it's been a bit like an up and down roller coaster. Got to top at 3, and then March, April, started falling down pecking order again. So, being up Big Dipper, that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
It's up and then down and then up and then back down again. That's exactly what we've done. It's like riding on a camel's back. I was going to say it's like riding on Stacey's chest, but I thought better not.
I agree. It is a roller coaster. This season has been a roller coaster. The chaos at the start of all, with the players going out, who's going, who's staying, who's leaving, whether to the takeover as well, and then we picked up, we dropped, and then we picked up, and then that we stay level, like you said. Christmas we dropped, came back up again, and we seem to stay, and then April we dropped again. It is literally definition of a roller coaster. I'm surprised I've not turned to something stronger than Red Bull to get through this season.
You have been, though. You've been on gin.
Yeah, there we go then. At Leeds United, maybe turn to gin.
Damn it. What's your fault?
For me, the finish higher than what I actually thought finish. I said 14th. So for me, it's been a good season. Did I think in January that we were going to go up automatically? No.
No, I didn't.
Did I think after that 12-game run that we were going to go up automatically? Yes and no. Yes, because I thought we were going to go all season unbeaten at home till the Southampton game, and I thought his own thing could have done it. And no, because I just know what Leeds are like.
Yeah.
Hello, Ollie.
Why can't we ever do all simple?
Because it's not Leeds, it's due to do it simple.
Leeds where?
We'd have to change the song. If we did something easy, we'd have to change the song.
Yeah.
We can't have us ups and downs. Then.
I agree. Look, my personal opinion on Leeds this season, I'm in line with Danny. I didn't think we'd finish. The guy said about 10th on another show way back. We brought Daniel Farker in. He's brought stability to the club. He's brought some players in that I really do rate, and he's turned players around in that team like Jorginho Dutte, Junior Firpo, and he's brought the best out of them. Byram's done fantastically well as a free transfer. The chaos that we've had and what Daniel Farker walked into, he's turned that round, Stu. He has. He's made mentally strong again. And he's exceeded my expectations of where I thought we'd finish. I agree with August. It was horrible. It was not a very good month for us. But then we started to pick up that bit of form. Christmas, we did dip. We'll make no bones about that. And then just after Christmas, we went on that real good winning streak. Did I think we'd go up automatic? You want my honest opinion? Yeah, I did think we'd going to go up. I thought we'd done it. Be honest, I thought we were there.
Yeah, I didn't know.
International break after that, Leeds just want the same. There wasn't. I mean, I've got a minute. Right here. I just wanted to nip through. On the lines of since they've kept one clean sheet and conceded a total of 15 goals in 8 matches after the international break. That's not good enough. That one promotion form. Did we deserve to finish in 3rd place? Yes, we did, because we wasn't good enough to finish in 2nd place. You believe, you finish where you deserve to finish it, in my personal opinion. Do I think we've done fantastically well for the drama and everything that we started with? Yeah, I do. If we lose and we don't go up, do I want Daniel Farker sacked? No, I don't. He will still back my man 100%. We're in the source of it's a project. It's a 4-year project because he's on a 4-year contract. No, but he's on a 4-year contract, Stacey.
He's on a 4-year contract, but the Town said this is a
No,
2-year project.
but it ain't, because next season will be hard. If Leeds don't go up this season, don't think it's a given that Leeds will go up next season.
Oh, no.
It'll be even harder next season, because the unfortunate thing about it is, and let's be real with it, is if Leeds don't go up this season, we will lose some of our better players.
Gordon's gone.
My personal opinion. Rodon will go back to Tottenham. Anthony goes back to Bournemouth. Cooper will go. Ayling will go. Paveda will go, because their contracts are finished anyway. Roberts will go back to Burnley. Wilfred Gnonto will probably leave. Chris Somerville, I think, will go as well. Do I think Jorginho Rutter will go? No, not at all, because we can't afford to sell him, because we wouldn't get the money back that we paid for him. But I think if we can't go up this season, it'll be a tough season next season for us, because I do believe, in my personal opinion, that we will lose a couple of players. No, I don't think Archie Gray will go anywhere. I think he is at Leeds. But I think Rutter and Somerville, they'll be gone. Cree and Wilfred Gnonto will definitely leave Leeds, in my personal opinion. Stu?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I think, look, the one thing right, do you know the contracts, what the ship jumpers had in place for last season? Correct me if I'm wrong, Danny, but if we don't get promoted this season, them same contracts, it's the same rules for start of next season for these players. They can go out on loan again. They can leave Leeds United.
Yeah, they can go out on loan. So that means that Farker's going to have that to deal with yet again. Is that going to take away the valuable time from, getting a squad sorted out in time for the start of new season again? Or are we going to have the same problems yet again this season? I want to keep Farker. I think he deserves to have another crack at it. I don't think he had a fair crack at it this season. And it is going to be more difficult next season. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be a lot more difficult. But we've got to believe in Farker. He's done it before. He's got us promoted. He got Norwich promoted twice from this league before. So I've just got to have faith that he'll do it with Leeds.
Yeah. No, look, the thing is, right, Wagner's done the playoffs before with Norwich. Daniel Farker hasn't. This could be our time to shine. Look, we've been so unlucky. Here he is. Lee. We can tell he's just got up. He has. He's just got up. You can tell he's just got up. All right, then. What's your thoughts? Do Leeds go up in playoffs? Come on, stand here.
All right.
And don't worry about his Liverpool shirt. He's in old Rochester stuff. What's your thoughts?
Leeds versus Southampton at final.
Yeah.
They'll go.
Come and stand here so people can see you. Nobody will give you no grief, because Danny will deal with it.
It'll be up to penalties.
Right.
I think Leeds will win on penalties.
So you're saying Leeds winning penalties?
They'll be the underdogs.
Then you think Leeds will be an underdogs winning to play a final?
Yeah.
But you think they'll win it on penalties? There you go. Shirley Bob's in to see us as well.
Hello, Shirley.
Oh, Shirley.
Are you called Shirley, dog? Oh, you're called Oliver.
How we doing, Scylla?
I'm all right.
Exactly. I agree with that, Kev.
No.
I agree with that. It's a 2-year. It's one of his old. Believe it or not, Lee. He's got a lot of retro shirts hung up all this side. I'll put one on for you, Lee. This is an old one, just drifting off course a little bit. Look how old that one is, Lee. He's got some real old shirt.
Ow!
Stacey,
No.
you go real. Look at that.
Is
Watch my horrible legs, guys. Look at that one. That's
Wowzers!
Yes, climb on that bed with your legs.
no,
Climb on that.
I'll fall through it.
Really?
Oh God, what am I doing?
I'm giving that.
Get on bed.
I felt like that yesterday. I could have done that yesterday, didn't me?
And his brother put me over her head instead.
That's me new bit when I go out robbing. Nobody's.
Yeah.
But on the wrap up, Premiership, Danny, here we come or no?
No.
No. Stu, Premiership, here we come, or no?
You know, I want to say yes, Jess, but you want us to keep it real. So unfortunately, I want to be proved wrong. I do, but no, I don't think we will.
Stace, Premiership, here we come, or no?
No.
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 And it's a no. So all of us on panel have agreed. And just before we get called out, we're all Leeds fans, but we're honest and real. You know, we keep it real on here. We try to keep it real on here. Obviously, we want Leeds to prove us wrong massively. 100%. Do we? Yes. And will we all sit on here if we were wrong and say we were wrong? 100%. We're all about owning our own.
We
crap.
will bow to the feet of Farker.
Absolutely. But Stu, before we do wrap up, ask Lee what his thoughts on it all, because I haven't heard out from Lee.
Right, Lee, who's going to get? Leeds going to beat Norwich.
Yeah.
Right. Who's going to win out of the Southampton and West Brom game?
Probably West Brom.
Right. And who's going to win final out of Leeds and West Brom?
Leeds.
There you go.
See, Leeds on the same wavelength to me. A Leeds West Brom final. Yay!
And do Leeds stay up in first season if they go up, Lee?
Yeah.
There you go.
I
And
love
man,
this
got more confidence than any of us on panel, guys. So this was just a little one that we all wanted to do, just to air our feelings on it. I should have done it last week, but we decided to do it today because I think it made sense to do it today after the game. Obviously, we'll be all MOT on Thursday, marching on together. Come on, you Leeds.
Come on,
Leeds, as always. But I think us four.
Are we doing another show like this after the next two games?
Yeah. Why not? Saturday,
Yeah.
I'll get something in. If Leeds go through, and whoever we face, if they go through, even if they don't go through, we'll still talk about it. How about that? Yeah. Anybody got any closing words they want to say before we wrap this one up?
Come on, Arsenal.
Come on, Man City. Blue.
Come on, Spurs. Come on.
I'm going Man City. I'm finding a light blue shirt. I've got a nice light blue jumper I can put on for tomorrow night. Beautiful. Any closing thoughts?
Outside.
No, I'm all right. Not from me. Just thank you for having me on, Jeff.
Yeah. Oh no, Danny's in light blue today. Get in there, Danny. Danny's City. Yeah. Yes,
I'm not. I want Arsenal to win league.
Oh, Danny wants Arsenal. There you go. Danny's in line with Stacey. Yes, John. I'm with Stacey and Suzanne. Liverpool game at 20-8. If you would like to join.
Right. Before we go, predictions for Aston Villa Liverpool tonight.
I'm going 3-1 Liverpool, Danny.
Stu?
What for this game tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liverpool 2-1.
Stace?
Let me just check my prediction. Give me 2
Actually, yeah, I'll tell you what, that's a good point. Let me go on with predictions.
I know what my prediction is anyway, so I'll say mine. 2-2 draw. 2-2 draw.
I ain't going for Liverpool loss. I'll take that.
I went for a 3-1 Liverpool win.
3-2 Liverpool win.
3-1
I've
Liverpool.
gone 4-4.
And just before we wrap up, how's everybody doing on predictions this week? I mean, I don't take my time.
I'm on 11 points.
Not a clue.
How many am I on?
I just wait for Jose to tell me, to be honest.
So next season.
What's your prediction for today?
For Liverpool.
Yeah.
4-0 Liverpool.
It's got 4-0 Liverpool.
Golly!
Oh, we've got Wolves, haven't we, on final game? That'll be a final game. There you go, you see. And moving forward for next, we'll be having a prediction show on my channel, and we will be doing it next season. I will be doing a bit of work with Mia as well next season. Not like that sort of work, neither.
You sure about that?
Polished, like says, polished dozens.
Are you selling tickets for yours and Mia's sort of work?
Nobody give me money.
I would say I'll be your manager if you want. If you're earning money off it, I'll be your manager.
Really, me.
I'll be assistant.
I want to thank everybody on the panel for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Really nice chat stream. Really nice chat as always. No drama, no ag. Everybody being respectful, listening to everybody else's opinions. Much appreciated to Stu. Danny, tell us where we can find you.
Danny Talks Sport on YouTube. I've got Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter.
So make sure we're checking Danny out on his YouTube channel, Danny Talks Sport. Please do. And then on socials. Stu, where can we find Lee?
Lee Stephen TV
Where can we find yourself?
on here.
TDT. I know you're on me. You're part of my channel as always, but you have got your own channel as well. Stu's at the disabled team as well. Make sure we're checking both of these guys out. Lee Statham, TDT. Stacey, where can we find you?
At Twitch. I am now an affiliate. I got a confirmation earlier on. I've now filled it all in, so I am now affiliate on Twitch. Much to my dismay. But now you can actually subscribe to my channel on Twitch and you can donate, which is weird.
I was on Joe Blackburn's stream earlier, and he does that quiz that Evie's done, Joe's done, and stuff like that. And he says to me he's going to have me on up at some point, so that might be coming up as well.
So there you go. Make sure we're checking Danny out when he's on with Joe Blackburn. Obviously, you can catch me at JSY Talks Football. I'm always on Lee Statham TV, as always. Congratulations to Stacey for the affiliate on Twitch. Make sure we're, when she's on, make sure we go over and watch her, because she's doing fantastically well. She's a big part of my channel as well, like Stu and Danny. We will be on the road. I will be back at 20 to 8 tonight to do the Liverpool-Aston Villa game with Stacey and Suzanne. If you're about, please check us out for that. Make sure we're checking everybody out. Make sure we check Danny out with Danny Talks Sport. He's on the road now. We'll be doing some content probably in the summer and moving forward for next season, so make sure we check him out as well. Big up to everybody. And the last thing, I've got two things left to say, and it's come on, you Leeds. We're marching on together, and it's a goodbye from me.
It's a goodbye from her.
And it's goodbye from them.
Leeds.
And come on, you Manchester tomorrow. Big up.
Yes.
Come on,
Spurs.
I don't know Spurs song, so come on, Spurs.
No, what? I'll be here. We'll be back a bit later on, guys. Thank you for today. Thank you for the chat. Thank you to the panel. Big up to you all. Much love. And thank you for getting me over that 600 subscribers mark as well. I couldn't do it without you guys. Big up to you all. See you again at 20 to 8. Bye-bye. Peace out, guys.